Hello everyone. Welcome to Speak to Shine, where you learn English with stories that touch your heart. Today, let me ask you something. What if I told you that a single kind act you do today could travel further than you will ever see? That it could change someone's day, someone's year, or even someone's life. You see, kindness is like an invisible thread. You can't always see where it goes, but it connects people in ways you can't imagine. And today I'm going to share two true stories that show how the smallest act of kindness can create waves that return to us in the most unexpected ways. It was a busy Monday morning. The coffee shop was full of people rushing to work. Behind the counter, a young barista named Daniel was making coffee as fast as he could. But that day wasn't going well for him. The manager had just scolded him in front of customers, saying he was too slow and didn't know how to work properly. His face turned red with embarrassment. In that moment, a woman named Sarah, who was standing in line, noticed what happened. When Daniel handed her the coffee, she smiled warmly and said, "You make the best cappuccino in this whole city. I always come here for your coffee." Daniel was surprised. The manager, hearing her words, looked at Daniel and said, "Well, maybe I was too hard on you. You do make good coffee." That little compliment changed Daniel's whole mood. For the first time that morning, he smiled. He started greeting customers more warmly. And then, just an hour later, a small boy came into the shop. He looked shy, almost nervous, and asked for a sandwich. When Daniel told him the price, the boy's face fell. He didn't have enough money. Without thinking twice, Daniel said, "It's okay. This one's on me." The boy's eyes lit up. He thanked Daniel again and again before leaving. Daniel never knew that boy hadn't eaten since the day before. And so the ripple began. Daniel didn't know it, but that simple act, buying a sandwich for a hungry boy, was the start of something much bigger. Kindness often works like that. It doesn't always stay in the same place, it travels. Sometimes it travels across the street. Sometimes it travels across years, even decades. And that's exactly what happened in another story, one that began not in a coffee shop but in a small classroom. When Aaron was a young boy, his family was very poor. One day, his school asked for the term fee. Aaron didn't have the money. He knew what would happen. He wouldn't be allowed to attend classes. Feeling hopeless, he sat quietly in the back of the room. That's when his teacher, Mr. Harris, noticed him. Later that day, Mr. Harris called Aaron aside and said, "Don't worry about the fees this time. I have already taken care of it. You just focus on your studies." Aaron couldn't believe it. No one had ever done something like that for him before. That single act of kindness gave him the chance to stay in school. And years later, Aaron graduated with top grades, went to university, and became a successful businessman. But here's the beautiful part: Aaron never forgot what Mr. Harris had done for him. When he became successful, he started a program to help students from poor families pay for their education. Over the years, he helped hundreds of children stay in school, children who might have otherwise dropped out, just like he almost did. One teacher's kindness had created a chain of opportunities that changed hundreds of lives. These two stories might seem different, one in a coffee shop, one in a classroom, but they carry the same truth. Kindness doesn't end with the person who receives it, it moves forward, touching others, and sometimes it even comes back to you. Scientists call this the ripple effect. Psychologists call it emotional contagion. I like to call it the echo of kindness because, like an echo, what you send out eventually returns. When Sarah encouraged Daniel, it didn't just make him feel better, it inspired him to help the hungry boy. When Mr. Harris paid Aaron's fees, it didn't just keep one boy in school, it created a man who would help hundreds more. Every smile, every kind word, every act of generosity, it matters. You might not see the result immediately, but somewhere, somehow, it will make its way back. So, here's my challenge for you today: do one small act of kindness, just one. Compliment someone, help someone carry their bags, listen to a friend who needs to talk, and then watch. You might just start a ripple that comes back to you in the most beautiful way. This is Speak to Shine, where you learn English through stories that inspire, and at the end, you will find the vocabulary section. So make sure to read it to understand all the words we used in this story. Remember, even the smallest act of kindness can change the world for someone. Vocabulary from the story: barista, a person who makes and serves coffee in a cafe. Scold, to criticize or speak angrily to someone. Compliment, a nice thing you say to make someone feel good. Shy, nervous or uncomfortable around people. Hopeless, feeling like nothing good can happen. Generosity, the quality of being kind and giving opportunity, a chance to do something. Contagion, the process of spreading something like feelings or ideas. Ripple effect, when one action leads to many more actions. Echo, a sound that comes back to you, used here to mean kindness returning. Thank you. Thank you for listening.